can't use the same playmat, guys. Come on.
I guess I don't need that cards.
One card on the bottom for Herman. Looks like we're ready to go. Yavimaya. Pass the turn. Are people laughing in the background?
Oh, good. Once upon a time, anyway.
Okay, Scalding Tarn gets cracked by Herman. Basic Island. The thing about Magic tournaments, Crazy Carl, is that we want quiet, like at a library. Shh, quiet.
Ponder.
Here's a Ponder for Herman. Just a Yavimaya on the other side. What does that tell Herman about what he's up against? Let's assume that Herman doesn't know what he's up against.
I'll go ahead and bubble you.
All right, Mishra's Bobble's going to take a look at it. Reveals Exploration. Herman could be misled a bit here. Definitely a Dark Depths deck of some kind.
That's what I think.
Flagstones of Trocaire.
Flagstones of Trocaire kind of gives it away. Exploration now. Exploration is going to get Force of Negation, pitching Daze. I like a Force of Will or Force of Negation on an Exploration. That card is really powerful in Loam, Dark Depths decks. Force of Negation pretty good against Loam, though, if that ends up being cast in this game. But I like Herman's decision here.
Wizards. Oh, the Bobble's not very Wizards.
Yeah.
One the trunk, yes.
Alright. That would probably.
Oh, Delver. Okay, nice.
Cast.
Okay, Dragon's Rage Channeler, Mishra's Bauble, Surveil. Sounds like Adam is liking everything that's going on. Ponder dumped into the graveyard. It looks like Herman is indicating that we have Delirium. It looks like Delirium is there. Another Mishra's Bauble getting cracked. Top card of the deck is another Exploration, I believe.
Then I'll cast another Ponder.
Another Ponder, Surveil. And leave it on top. Looks like Force of Will, a Delver of Secrets, a Murktide Regent. Spluax with a question. Would you say lands or depths are better at the moment or kind of similar? So I think the metagame is still in subtle flux right now. You know, there's people that are like, the metagame is solved. They don't know what they're talking about. The metagame is in a little subtle flux right now. I was at the LGS this past Monday, and David was telling me that a lands deck won a legacy challenge. These are like the huge 40-player events that take place every Saturday on MTGO. So who the hell knows? Just make sure you're keeping your spreadsheet updated, everybody.
Yep.
Aether Drift is going to smack some of you around. You're not ready. You got to read every spoiler. Did you memorize it yet?
Light from the Loam.
Light from the Loam. We were talking about that card as we were getting started. Light from the Loam is on the stack. Herman's going to let it resolve. Herman wishing that Force of Negation was still available. Light from the Loam is going to start doing its thing, maybe. The power of Light from the Loam, maybe some people underestimate. It's so good in these Dark Depths decks. Here's Murktide Regent, though. Have you seen this card? Just a few weeks away from every Legacy game coming down to who has max speed the fastest and who has more vehicles and, you know.
3 and pass.
Untap. Upkeep.
You thought Legacy was crazy, now forget it.
So 1, 2, 3.
Aether Drift is going to... I can't even keep a straight face.
Yeah.
6/6 Murktide. A 3 on a D6 representing 3 types for Delirium. So Dragon Rage Channeler are temporarily shut off here. Life from the Loam getting cast again.
You got 17. 3 last round. You're at 20.
Looked like no targets that time. There's a Thespian Stage in play now, though.
Bolt, you trigger surveil.
Yep.
Bolt, you surveil. These are the kind of plays you got to make to move things along. Get across the finish line before Maverick shows up. Delirium is up, attacking for 9, dropping Adam to 4. Well, Adam has to hurry up.
Untap, upkeep, dredge.
Yep. Well, at least this time you got
Good
one
game,
line.
too.
Alrighty.
Okay, Dredge did not find Dark Depths. I know there was a little glare in the bottom right. Sorry about that, everybody. But it did not find Dark Depths, so Adam scooped it up. Going to game 2. It looks like Herman has kept 7, and a mulligan is happening here for Adam. High Train Conductor Harry commenting that being at 4 versus 3 could have been huge. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the dredges weren't great for Adam. 1 card on the bottom for Adam, Malta 6. Looks like we're ready to go for game 2. Adam is on the play after dropping game 1. Yavamaya.
Green Suns for 0.
Oh, force.
Okay, Herman not screwing around. Force of Will pitching Murktide, countering Green Sun Zenith with X equaling 0. So Dryad Arbor is prevented here. I've been whining on some of our recent live streams that we need more green zeros. That's it. That's all I have to say.
4 or 5 cards in there? No. Yeah, 4.
Maybe now that Green Sun Zenith is unbanned in Modern, they'll print some more green zeros. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe they'll drop one in a commander deck for us legacy folks to play with. Half of you are like, what is he talking about? Dextro, thank you for the resub, 23 months. Wow.
Green Suns.
Okay, another Green Sun Zenith, X equals 0. This one's going to resolve. Herman has a Delver. Dryad Arbor is going to show up after all. Crazy Carl says the dredge mechanic is busted. You know what? Well, asking if loam is a fair use of the dredge mechanic. All these like mechanics that people have decided like written off, like delve, dredge, whatever. Like they can have cards that are reasonable. You know? Even companion, there are reasonable companions. I said companion, trigger word. Some people left. Yeah, shenanigans, dark blast. Perfect use of the dredge mechanic. I love Life from the Loam. That card is amazing.
Let's go ahead and bolt though.
Lightning Bolt on the Dryad Arbor. Crop rotation sacking the Dryad Arbor. Had to tap Dark Depths for that. It can produce a green mana thanks to Yavamaya. Thespian Stage drops in. Flex says dredge was a mistake. Yeah. Yeah. We know. So was cumulative upkeep. So was phasing. What other mechanics were mistakes? Cycling. Oh god. Every freaking card now has cycling. The worst mechanic ever. So Dark Depths and Thespian Stage are on the board. Storm, yeah. Pink, absolutely right. Storm was crazy. They wouldn't print new cards with Storm, right? Oh, Hype Train Conductor Harry trying to trigger me here. Don't forget Surveil. You know what? The Surveil mechanic was the biggest mistake of them all.
Yep.
Holding up the Savannah.
Every freaking game now I have to Surveil. There's Merit Lich.
These two tap that. Okay.
Ice counters were a mistake.
Attempt to cast Eldritch Flamer.
Famous one.
And pass turn.
Audrey correctly pointing out the evolve mechanic was a mistake. You know what, Audrey? Nobody even knows at this point still what Watchful Radstag even is. They have no idea.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I play that card, everybody's like, what does that do? Brainstorm happening here for Herman, who has a chump blocker, technically. High Train Conductor Harry pointing out that Herman has Brazen Borrow, but no land. I see Herman dropped a Wasteland now. If that's true, maybe we can chump block and then the Marit Lage can get bounced. Thespian Stage is getting surgicaled. It's kind of better to surgical the Thespian Stage because Dark Depths on its own doesn't do a whole lot. While Thespian Stage still can do something. So I like surgicaling Thespian Stage over Dark Depths. Herman giving us a look through the deck as well, which is nice. Are those Thespian Stages retro frame? Yeah, Audrey pointing out that Reclaimer could potentially find Talon Gates of Madara and clear the way. I don't know. Did we see Talon Gates in the deck? I'm not sure. I played against Adam a bunch recently. I'm not sure if he has that card in the deck. I just don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Unless Twitch chat saw it in the deck.
I'm going to activate Elvish Reclaimer.
All right, looks like that's exactly what's happening. Herman knows what's up. Herman's scooping it up. Herman saw the Talon Gates in the deck, I guess. And we are going to game 3. Herman did not need to waste another moment on that one. The phasing mechanic, right? Oh, boy.
This is a much better.
Looks like both players have taken a mulligan to 6. 1 card on the bottom for each. We're ready to go for game 3. Herman will be on the play. Mechanic. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Yeah, I don't think we've seen any Surveils in this game so far. In this match. Have we? Well, I guess we did with Dragon's Rage Channeler. I have Oubliette in my cube. That's a good one.
Yep.
Dragon's Rage Channeler attacking. No Delirium yet.
Little cautious. Just a bit.
Cap Hindsight, thank you for the resub with Prime. 11 months. Haven't seen a live stream in a while. Welcome back. And maybe Cap Hindsight will stick with us for 1 more month and get a 1-year badge. We'll see. I'm not confident that'll happen, but we'll see.
Delver.
Oh,
Her
God.
other buddy.
Yeah. Oh, her buddy.
Please stay with us, Captain Hindsight.
Yep.
We need all the help we can get. Here's Delver.
How many cards in hand?
3.
3.
3 cards in hand for Herman. There's a Green Sun X is 0. High Train Conductor Harry says, not sure I like the Wasteland. Or some negation on that Green Sun Zenith. Trying to slow down Adam here. Cheeks like whoa. Thank you for the resale with Prime. 21 months. A reminder to everybody, whether you're watching live or you're watching this later, you can become a 90s MTG member for free if you have Amazon Prime. Head over to our Twitch channel, hit subscribe, and if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free membership.
Oh, it's on to Sword.
Easy. Swords to Plowshares, knocking out Dragon's Rage Channeler here. It's gone. There's a Green Sun Zenith again.
Good.
It's happening.
And then I'll pass turn after that.
There's that Dryad Arbor again. Ah, Delver doesn't flip. Herman needs to hurry up. Did some tempo plays, I guess, to start this game. What's tempo again? Hoping to flip over a Delver, have a Delirious Dragon's Rage Channeler, swing 3 times roughly, and win the game. but that plan appears to be falling apart little by little.
Upkeep, drop.
Yep.
Pastina, thank you for the resub. 13 months, and a hype train just started, everybody. We're on a hype train. Whoa, Dryad Arbor in the wrong row. Mox Diamond, discarding a Sajiri step. Knight of the Reliquary. All right. Delver's Secrets trigger. It flips this time, revealing a Brainstorm.
Yep.
Draw and cast it.
Yep.
Yeah, Audrey making a great point. Herman probably has Price of Progress from the sideboard and can win from nowhere. That's a possibility. Adam has to be careful with the land drops. Hello to Calamity in the chat. We're in a hype train. About 4 minutes left on that. Get a hype train conductor badge by cheering or using or gifting some subs.
Yep.
Insectile Aberration attacking. Pastina says Blood Moon resolves this. That's true. That's true. Mox Diamond kind of helps a bit. This Carpet of Flowers. That's going to be a lot of mana for Adam. What is Adam going to do with it, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Knight is a 4/4 right now.
After that,
Knight of the Reliquary could potentially look for stuff like Maze of Ith. Force of Will revealed on top? Oh, okay.
I can respond to that trigger, correct?
Yeah, I'm still in my upkeep.
Okay. Cast Crop Rotation.
Okay.
Okay, Crop Rotation, sacking Dryad Arbor. Okay. Okay. Aviator just gifted 5 subs. Thank you, Aviator. Aviator trying to get that Hype Train Conductor badge. 15 gifted subs now on the channel for Aviator. Really appreciate that. Hype Train level 1 achieved. Harry says there's Blast Zone in these decks. It could be. Dark Depths was just found, which is scary.
Oh.
Scalding Tarn getting cracked here to change the top of the deck. I like that. Herman does have 2 Insectile Aberrations, but as we saw in, was that game 1 or game 2? Anyway, Talon Gates of Madara could give Marit Lage an opening. There's also the possibility of Sajiri Step, although I think it's currently in the graveyard. There are ways to like cast Endurance, shuffle it to the bottom, then activate the Knight, that sort of thing.
Yeah, like you can still do.
Endurance is obviously a big problem for the Insectile Aberrations as well, just even as a blocker. So Knight of the Reliquary getting activated, it looks like. Sacrificing Savannah.
Savannah. Sure. And then I'm going to get Thespian Stage, and I'm going to copy Dark Depths with Thespian Stage.
So this is all during my upkeep.
Yep.
I'm going to respond to that.
Okay.
Okay, looks like we backed up to Herman's upkeep. Maybe there was miscommunication there. I'm not sure. This is not a competitive REL event. Price of Progress getting fired off. It would be 6 damage to Adam right now. This is with the Thespian Stage copying Dark Depth's ability on the stack. So that's going to happen. Marit Lage will be created.
Here's my.
Okay. And then draw.
Yep.
I still only have 2 types. Ironically, so that's happy.
Okay, Dragon's Rage Channeler. Herman pointed out there are only 2 types in his graveyard. Just passing the turn. So Marit Lage is there. 2 Insectile Aberrations available to block. I believe we saw Sajiri Step was in the graveyard. Yavimaya getting sacked, though. Is there another Sajiri step?
Echoing Deep, so I'm going to copy Sajiri steps.
Yeah, Echoing Deep stat is the way. All right, so Echoing Deep's copy Sajiri step. Completely forgot about that. Gives Merit Lage Pro Blue. Herman extends the hand. That is the match. Adam gets it. Herman defeated. GG's. GG's. Price of Progress wasn't enough that time. It can often be a knockout punch against decks like Dark Depths or Lands. Watch out for Price of Progress, people. Okay. Not sure what that error alert was. All right, let's set up another poll for the chat. Which match next? Your options will be Reanimator versus Maverick, Temur Delver versus Maverick, Painter versus Depths, or Temur Delver versus Dark Depths, Green-White Depths. Vote now in the chat. You have 1 minute. Our Mayor, thank you for the reset with Prime. 6 months. Appreciate that. That's a new badge. Harry Houdini, thank you for the bits. Where are we on this hype train right now? We're somewhere. Somewhere in level 3, less than a minute. All right, votes are coming in. If you're not in our Discord server, join our Discord server. That's where we're all hanging out. Doing whatever we're doing. I mean, we're like planning our sideboards for Eternal Weekend in November, I guess, at this point. I don't know what's going on. All right, there's that. We also have a Patreon. Follow our Patreon. That's free. Or you can purchase a membership, unlock a bunch of cool perks, including full access on the Discord. Almost out of time on this poll. Less than 30 seconds. People are rigging this thing. White Cocoa, thank you for the reset with Prime. 2 months. High Train Complete, thank you for the subs and the bits, everybody. Fat Lord contributed 2,400 channel points. Painter versus Green White Depths up next. Audrey just gifted 5 subs. Thank you to Audrey. 251 now on the channel for Audrey. Number 2 on our all-time leaderboard. Audrey, of course, a pillar of the 90s MG community. Thank you, Audrey. Hype Train Conductor Aviator, loving it. Thank you, thank you. Oh, and our subs goal was just reached as well. Guess I'll start a new one. Why not? Man, that volume. All right. Let's set this up. Jumping into the next one. Painter and Depths. Diving in.
Sounds good.
All right, sounds like the players are resolving die rolls. Mario is on the left with Painter, and on the right is Alec with Dark Depths. So a different Dark Depths player. I was saying in our Discord server earlier today that Maverick and Green Sun Zenith decks, especially Dark Depths, are a big part of the metagame here in New York City. Don't tell the spreadsheet people. They won't know what to do. What do you even put in your sideboard? They have no idea.
It is. And that's the top priority's backwards. Hold on.
Something went horribly wrong with shuffling.
Just do a pile.
Yeah, I was like, this feels a little thick.
Yeah, it's triple.
All right, triple sleeve decks are happening. Alec has been using these Arabian Night sleeves. They look really cool. High Turn Conductor Aviator says, not to brag, just went to the kitchen for a snack and found my wife has made 5 jars of homemade strawberry jam. Wow. Wow. Stop bragging.
Yep. Do that for the cam.
Thank you, Alec. Got our live totals up. All right, so Mario has taken a mulligan. Let's see how this goes. Kerp says, I've been simmering chili for the past 4 hours. You know what? We have a food channel in our Discord. If we could get some pictures of this stuff in the food channel, it'd be great. Okay. 1 card on the bottom from Mario. We are ready to go. Alec has kept 7.
You won.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alec forgot he was on the play. Getting ready to go. Savannah. Mox Diamond. Discarding a Plains. Green Sun Zenith X's 1 will resolve. Pink is surprised to hear that we have a food channel in our Discord. Yes, we have a food channel in our Discord, and it's like on theme because there's a lot of food in Magic now. So there's that, but we're expecting Pink to completely blow up the food channel of the Discord. Pink, big on food. There's Lava Spur Boots. One of the subtle but important impact on legacy cards from the past year. It was in Outlaws of Thunder Junction, and it'll probably take people a while to remember Lava Spur Boots if you ask them to name legacy relevant cards from the past year or so, but it is an important card in legacy. There's Goblin Welder. No? Grindstone. Okay. Yeah, you would need to use red mana for that. There's the Goblin Welder.
This is yep, that's fine.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
Noise.
Lightning Bolt took out Elvish Reclaimer. Future Sight Boulder on that Reclaimer is interesting. I didn't get to draft Mystery Booster, but wow, Mystery Booster bought us some really cool versions of cards. Does anyone disagree?
On the 19. Surveil, trigger.
Fable?
Okay, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Hypering Conductor Harry says, so obviously my opponent brainstormed an actual turn 1 to find the days. That happens, Harry. That happens.
Oh no, Johnny. No.
Rosie Dog with a highlighted message for us. I've always wanted to get into Legacy. Tonight I'm playing a proxy-friendly LGS event with Painter. Super excited. You know what? That sounds great. I'm glad you're getting to Jam. And Painter is a really cool deck. I'm a big fan of Painter. I feel like Painter doesn't get appreciated enough. It's just one of the coolest Legacy decks, in my opinion. Does anyone disagree? Does anyone think Painter sucks? Let me know.
Like Stones of Tricare.
You need these kind of games, like kind of stats.
It's when it dies.
Okay, discarding a Lotus Petal and a Red Elemental Blast to Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Red Elemental Blast, not as exciting against a deck without blue cards.
Good. So I'll resolve that trigger first.
I think the deck is like...
Making a construct before Urza's Saga sends itself to the graveyard. Alec is doing something. Swordsing Welder.
Your life is that you took Two.
No, this is City of Traders. This is the one if I play a land. Yeah. So I go to 21.
Oh, I actually have to search. What am I doing? For the proper.
We've had so many goofs with the life counters recently. Hopefully it gets corrected, but I think people are tired of me saying that the phone life counters aren't the most accurate at this point. So now there's a Lava Spur Boots on both sides. I just was saying before how important this card is in Legacy these days, and then it ends up on both sides of the board right afterwards. So I look really right on that. Jin says I don't like Painter because I lost against it very often. That's a great reason. Construct gets equipped with the Lava Spur Boots now. It's got 4 power, I believe. Well, 5 power after the treasure.
You can understand where I'm
Oh no, you don't have a treasure.
Oh boy. Mario doesn't have a treasure token?
4, 5, 6. 1, 2. First, how many are there?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the +1 is 6.
Oh, right. I forgot about the +1 from the boots. So it's actually 6 power.
I did this backwards before.
All right. The phone is up to date, it looks like. Corrected. And now here is another welder. Another welder.
11. Like Echoing Deeps, and I'll copy Wasteland.
Alec has cracked a fetch, though. Making a Merit Lage could just be game. There's not a lot that Mario's going to be able to do about it. Lush Portico, Surveil.
Surveil trigger here. Pass the turn.
Yeah, Mario did not have a treasure token. Can you believe it?
I recommend that I play a one trigger. If I don't, we're gonna get into
But it's a chop.
Mazavith and then pass the turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Fable of the Mirror Breaker will be entering its last chapter, becoming Reflections of Kiki Jiki. It will not have haste. But the Lava Spur Boots could grant that ability. I think Mario was just taking a look at that.
I think people are just excited to play Delver again.
Yes, to you.
I'll go first again. I do think that blue black plays Delver.
Yeah.
I think Alec only has 1 card in hand. Soul Guide Lantern. Exiling a Windsor Teeth, okay.
Oh, counter. I'm so sorry. I thought it was a stand. No worries. Yeah.
Okay, Reflections of Kiki Jiki getting equipped with Lava Spur Boots. Mazavith affects the math a bit. Attacking Grindstone to get back a pedal. Okay. Never mind on that.
That die is very fine.
Yeah, this is just a die for that. Yeah, there's nothing.
Exile.
I think, did Mario just completely lose that treasure that was created earlier? Is that just like didn't exist anymore? Not sure. Simian Spirit Guide getting used now to make a copy of, I guess, the construct.
I'm the one that called it, and you were like, yeah, Bombadier's gone.
Use the mana. Put the Lava Spur Boots on this.
Okay, so the treasure was remembered. Now that mana was used to equip Lava Spur Boots to the construct. Okay, I see the plan here. So there was a treasure token that was like floating somewhere, I guess. Now another treasure has been made by Goblin Shaman, represented by the D6 next to the Goblin Shaman. Yeah, Simian Spirit Guide is in exile. So a big attack is coming in.
7, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna maze this one.
Okay, you gotta pay that 3.
Okay, maze targets the lava spur equipped construct, and ward is paid, and then Alec will drop to 4. Okay. Now welder's getting activated. Second the construct, bringing back pedal, and then pass the turn. All right. It was kind of a complicated turn Mario had to navigate there, but Alec has dropped the 4. Wasteland. Yeah, we do have links to pick up the sleeves that Alec is using. The Goblin trigger wasn't missed. There's just a D6 that's a little bit hard to see next to the Goblin Shaman that represents the treasure right now. As Light Confidant shows up in the chat. What's up, Light Confidant? Light Confidant, our current gift sub leader for the past month. Rocking some beautiful badges in the chat. Shout out to Light Confidant and Iron City Trades, holding us down for the past 30 days.
Who gives a haste? I'm so stupid. I don't know why.
Thank you, Light Confidant, for the bits. Appreciate that. Getting bits badges too? It's another construct. I think we're forgetting about the boots. Not sure.
So, maze 1.
Okay.
For green. Crop rotation.
Uh-oh. Crop rotation happening.
How many cards in hand?
So crop rotation resolves. What is Alec looking for here? Let's see. I think Alec has no cards in hand. The big attack coming in. Could be Glacial Chasm, I guess. Could also be Talon Gates to phase something out.
I will phase out the other construct.
Okay. I'll respond to that.
All right, good play here by Mario. It's just sacking the construct that will be phased out to get back Great Furnace. But wasn't one of those constructs a copy?
Well, no, I mean, I think Leyline's still the best thing. I mean, this thing, they need to draw it, right? Like, I was trying to scope towards it. Can I draw?
No cards?
No trigger.
Yeah.
Cast. Yeah. That's
No more constructs. Dark power.
You're at 15, I'm at 20. You discard card.
Okay.
I'll sack.
Okay, sacking Soul Guide to draw a card. Or okay. I guess Mario won the game.
I don't want to cast it there and wait a turn.
I guess Alec was scooping, so that was that. All right, moving on to game 2. Oh, crap. Did I have the score wrong this whole time? Oh, that's so annoying.
I love how Pyro can never post next
We'll have to fix it later.
0-1. Yeah, it's not a.
All right, so Alec will be on the play here for game 2. Mario took game 1.
said we do sacrifices.
Which is kind of crazy to think about.
Basic plains, pass the turn. Basic mountain, grindstone. A lot of old cards getting flashed on screen. Legacy is a rotating format now. Anyway, I'll cast grindstone and I'll brainstorm in response. Here's Soul Guy Lantern. All right, Painter Servant. There's the combo. Okay, naming blue. Makes a lot of sense.
Come on, let's control that.
Okay, Green Sun Zenith, X is 2. It resolves.
Yeah.
Collector Roof. Well, that card is obviously good in this matchup. But Mario is holding a bolt.
Yeah, no.
I believe. I think I saw a bolt.
19 turn deck. Power? Never mind. Exile a creature that has a color.
What about Mika Spawn?
Anything else?
Just 6/6 would be 6/6.
One.
Lightning Bolt kills the oof. Part of the live stream is me just like saying things that I see Magic players talking about on social media, and kind of mocking the whole thing. If you're new around here, that's part of what's happening.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Knight of the Reliquary. Card's really good. It resolves. Grindstones are back up and running, though, and that could be a problem for Alec. What things could Alec have to kind of prevent himself from losing to Grindstone combo? You could see an Endurance to kind of do a one-time save. If not Endurance, well, we'll need a Force of Vigor, I guess.
Where's your 6 and your 5?
Yeah, it looks like Mario's thinking about killing this knight with Fury pitching Blood Moon. All right, the knight is gone. Attacking with the painter. We saw Simian Spirit Guide earlier in this match, so Alec needs to be careful.
None of them are lands, or else I would have won.
Right. Well, I couldn't play the challenge the first time, so I leaned into it.
All right, Mario may be admitting I don't have the combo right now. Don't have enough land. Maybe.
No, Force of
Is there a way to reset one?
There is a threat of Force of Vigor, though, and the painter player could react to that by firing off the combo. Soul Guide Lantern getting popped here. Draw a card. Oh, no. Wait, what are we doing?
I said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's not the.
Okay, just sacrifice the Soul Guide Lantern to draw a card.
Colorless land.
Okay.
Okay, Echoing Deeps just played as a colorless land, not copying anything.
Just making it colorless. Because there's no land under it. Got it.
It's a cave. Here's Knight of the Reliquary. What are the other Legacy relevant caves? Does anybody know? Is there any other cave getting played in Legacy right now? A little bit of a trivia question. Let's see if anybody knows the answer. Aviator, the Hype Train Conductor, gets it immediately. Planar Nexus. This Maze of Ith. Doesn't have a whole lot to do right now. I guess just hang out. Alec with an end step play. Let's see what we got. Floating a white. Sacking the plains to the knight. Sacking a basic could be scary. That's being staged though. And we could be on the verge of seeing a Merit Lich erupt.
One floating, plus this.
Okay, a Merit Lich has been created. High Train Conductor Harry says, how is Cavern of Souls not a cave? Yeah, I know. They screwed that one up too, Harry. There's Merit Lich. It's attacking. All right, so Mario says no blocks and then scoops it up. Going to game 3. Merit Lich does the thing. Like Confidant says, did they play test combat phase for 1v1? They didn't. They don't know what they're doing. The people who design the Magic cards don't know what they're doing. I know better. Okay? I know what art they should use. I know what the play patterns are supposed to be. And they should just put me in charge. I'll make a bestseller game. You know? Yeah, Commander. Yeah. Commander ruined our lives. All right, one card on the bottom. Mario is on the play. Basic Mountain Pass.
Yep.
Okay. Bolt on the Reclaimer. I like that. Light Confidant has gifted a sub. 191 now on the channel for Light Confidant. Number 4 on our all-time leaderboard. A pillar of our community. Thank you, Light Confidant. There's a Soul Guy Lantern. Billosaurus Rex, thank you for the sub with Prime 13 months. Magic is ruined by new Pokemon rarity, says Bill. You know what, Bill? I don't know if even you know what you're talking about. Got some fire in the chat. The chat is up in flames. Mox Diamond, discarding Bajuka Bog.
Green sub to 0.
Green Sun Zenith. X is 0. We're going to look for Dryad Arbor. Put it on the battlefield, hopefully in the correct row.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Like Confidant submitting complaints about the token situation here in New York. Yeah. It's, I don't know.
I think nothing better than
My confidence says that Dave Kaplan takes Magic seriously. You know what? We have a Dave Kaplan fan.
It's a 6/6.
Somebody tell Dave. Here's Goblin Engineer. Did we forget about the DETB?
Oh, sorry, trigger. Has a trigger.
What's going on?
This has a trigger.
The ETB trigger.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's do the.
Yeah,
All right, so Mario accidentally forgot the trigger on the Goblin Engineer for a moment. We're going to resolve that now. This is not a competitive event. This is FNM. And Mario's somewhat new to the Painter deck, so still figuring out some things, but still playing quite well. Chaos Defiler goes into his graveyard. Then Lava Spur Boots is going to be the play after that, it looks like.
So the numbers just don't match up.
Curb says, have I thought about a token donation pile for stream? You know what? I lug enough stuff to the LGS. I'm not bringing tokens. It's just not happening. My backpack is full of crap that I got to bring to these games.
Yes. On the stock.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you can't use that.
This is an empty cast.
All right, Goblin Engineer gets in for an attack successfully. And that is the end of the turn. Chaos Defiler sits in the graveyard ready to go. That card could be a problem.
I just can't cast it. I drew it and like, this sucks. I dropped it.
I was like,
Thespian Stage gets played.
Usually I do this stuff, but you have to tell me if it's right.
Yeah.
I play this.
I just
You don't know what my cards do.
But you put your story to try to find another blue card.
bigger, but like smaller.
Yeah, so there's a chance that last turn, well, Mario didn't have enough mana to also use Goblin Engineer last turn. Anyway, we're casting a Fury. Targeting the Dryad Arbor, sacking it to crop rotation. Felix says, will you see Saturday at the Legacy Win a Duel? So there's a Win a Duel coming up this weekend here in New York City at Hex & Co., and I may be there. We'll see. Okay, it looks like a Merit Lage has been created, and Mario has scooped it up. Alec takes the match. GG's. All right. All right. Okay. Let's set up another poll. Which match next? Twitch chat will vote. Your options will be Temur Delver versus Maverick, Reanimator versus Maverick, Esper Tokens versus Blue-Black Tempo, or Mono Red Stompy versus Green-White Depths. 1 minute to vote. Get your vote in. Reminder to join our Discord if you have not joined our Discord. There's the link for that. We also have a Patreon where you can join our family officially. Go head over to our Patreon. You can join our Patreon for free. Go check it out. Links are all over the place for that. Getting close to halfway through a webcam legacy league in our Discord. If you see people joining the voice calls on the channel, on the server, just go ahead and join, spectate some games, players around the world jamming. All right, we got people posting in the food channel. We were talking about that earlier. Look at that. Wow. A lot of strange things going on in the food channel. Swedish sandwich cake. White Cocoa contributed 3,200 channel points. We're headed over to Rug Delver versus Maverick. Let's do it. Let's do it. Should be a good one. Diving in. What the heck? What happened? Oh, I must have clicked something. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. On the left side of your screen, we have Temur Delver. That would be David M. I don't know why I said David M. David Marchese. And then on the right, we have Bobby on Maverick.
Oh, okay.
Once upon a time to start the match.
Four?
Four?
Yeah.
I'll play it.
Play drop.
Light Confidant banning themselves from the chat.
Oh,
For this round, fetch to 19.
yeah. I'm getting scared with it.
It's all good.
There we go. Good luck.
Did something just go wrong?
I'll fetch 9.
All right, upon our resolve, Bobby's going to fetch to 19. Bobby is a Maverick gamer like myself. Lush Portico. Surveil. David rocking a 90s MTG sweater, sweatshirt, jumper. Go check out our merch shop. Passing it back to Bobby. Cervelda Swords to Plowshares into the graveyard.
Oh, no, it's all good. Yeah, no, it's all good.
Windswept Heath, okay. Mother of Runes, okay. Okay. Mother of Runes, I haven't been running it in my version of Maverick, but it's such a powerful card. I mean, there's times I'm like, oh, I should probably have that card in the deck. It's just so good. Gets bolted, though. It's gone. Delver of Secrets passed the turn. Okay. Bobby will draw. Four cards, 5 cards in David's hand. Game plan against these Maverick and Zenith decks for Delver is often make some tempo plays, Daze, Force of Will, Wasteland, whatever, and try and get some flyers up and running as soon as possible and kill them before they can get stabilized. There's a Wasteland for Bobby. Windswept Heath gets cracked here. Yeah, Mother of Runes can make Maverick feel like a Celestia control deck. That's true. Its comment is complaining that there's not a retro border Delver. Yeah, they're retro framing everything now. They got to retro frame every freaking card now. I'm tired of it. Tired of it. It's not what I wanted.
She's not long for this world.
Yeah, what's next? They're going to retro frame Mother of Runes? Yeah, I know. Here's Mawlock. It's going to target the Delver. Delver's going to die. I think it's supposed to be exile. Wait, does Mawlock exile? Am I lying to myself? Yep, it's supposed to be exiled. Violation. Here's a brainstorm. Mawlock, one of the cool cards from Warhammer 40K that has made an impact on Legacy. Moloch, a small impact for sure, but it's playable. And it's a cool card. I like it. Bobby on a red version of Maverick as well. Different than mine. I'm on black, green, white, black. Bobby's on green, white, red. I'm kind of excited to see what this green, white, red version can do. Yeah, Connected Scarus Worm was a great one, like Confidant pointing out. Triumph of St. Catherine was another one. Bajuka Bog gets played here. David's Graveyard is gone, so the Delver got exiled after all. Tech with the Moloch gets bolted. Gonna refill the graveyard, maybe. Mother Runes, okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess technically Bajuka Bog provides black mana, but I don't think Bobby has any black cards in the deck. Not that I know of. Seen Maverick decks put Triumph of St. Catherine Worldly Tutor? That's interesting. Seems a little goofy, though. Knight of the Reliquary. That might get responded to. Force pitching Murktide. All right, the Knight is countered. Mother Runes is up and running, though. Yeah, listen, I'm a fan of goofy cards and decks. Don't worry. There's like these throwback matches on 90s MTG from years past that show up sometimes in my feed, like on YouTube, just because, I guess because it's like my channel, they just assume I've like seen everything. I don't know. But it shows me like stuff from 90s MTG distant past. And today a match came up on the screen of me playing Attractions Control against Mono White Initiative. And I'm like, I didn't click on it, but wow, Legacy was crazy different 2 years ago. At least for me. Bring back Attractions, come on. Scalding Tarn getting correct here. Finds a Trop. So what are the green cards in the deck? We may see Questing Druid. Murktide. Looks like it's a 6/6. Resolves. The Maverick decks can usually deal with a Murktide. Swords to Plowshares. At least in my deck, we have Grist. I don't think Bobby has Grist. We'll see. Murktide Region, everybody. Have you seen this card? This card is crazy. Light Confidant says Delver still has a chance. Yeah, this game is not even close to over. There's the Swords to Plowshares. Murktide's gone. Alright, sequencing some things. No, don't attack. Alright, attacking with Mother Runes. This is risky. Mother Runes could be the MVP if it can stay alive, but sent into the red zone. Scrib Ranger, okay. Okay, neat trick here by Bobby. Bounce the Surveil land, untap Mother Runes, Surveil again. Okay, okay, I like it. I like it. I was quick to be skeptical there, but good plays by Bobby. Talongates and Madara into the graveyard. Don't need that right now. Scrib Ranger, a card that maybe some of you haven't seen in a while. I'll get the text up on the screen. Scrib Ranger is a good one. Attack it for 2. Bolt the Mother Runes. Untap it. Give it pro red. 1 damage gets through.
I'll play this gain, and I'll play.
Whenever you attack me, I lose 1 life for each of them, right?
Become stay.
All right, then an Outland Liberator comes in. Dragon's Rage Channeler for David. AP barges into the chat, says Legacy players crave stickers and attractions. Imagine Name Sticker Goblin versus Eldrazi. You know what? That's the Legacy we should have had. It's just the truth. You all know it. You're just afraid. Script Ranger comes in. Bounce Lush Portico, untap Script Ranger, surveil again, planes into the graveyard. You know what? Script Ranger with Lush Portico, I dig it. It just became night.
+2, that would be
Frenzied Trap Breaker.
3, 1,
Face up on the table now.
and then you would lose 1 life. I would gain 1 life.
13, right?
Deemster says, I'm mad I never got to put stickers on my opponent's Tabernacles. You can't put stickers on cards you don't own.
3, 1.
Read the mechanic. Kerp Sennett says, tell me you want to play blue without playing blue. Yeah, I know.
Another life lost.
All right, untapping Script Ranger, surveilling again. Noble Hierarch into the graveyard. Yeah, there were people like on Twitter. It was called Twitter at the time, screaming about stickers, and they didn't want their opponent to be able to put stickers on their dual lands. And it's like, read the mechanic. You cannot do that. They were complaining anyway. DRC only needs to attack if you have Delirium. No Delirium right now. Attacking with the Frenzy Trap Breaker or attacking with the Script Ranger. 4 damage getting through. Script Ranger impressing in this game.
Main face.
Bobby's going to play it Once Upon a Time. Endurance. Endurance is quite a banger against Delver. It's pretty good. Not only does it profitably block these 3 power flyers, but removing the graveyard often makes it difficult to have Delirium for a while as well. Bobby plays a Taiga. Mistress Bauble, Surveil. Bobby didn't use the Lush Portico trick that turn. Maybe keeping mana open for Endurance. I like that play. Bobby playing this really well, actually. Passing it back to Bobby. Mishra's Bauble getting activated. Didn't get to see it, but David did. Yeah, Dragon's Rage Channeler only must attack if you have Delirium. When it has the Rage. There's Endurance. Getting played Sorcery Speed. Gonna put the graveyard on the bottom. It's going to be pretty difficult to have Delirium for a while. Attacking with the Script Ranger. Attacking with the Frenzy Trap Breaker. 4 damage will get in. Wooded Foothills pass. Brainstorm revealed on top. Now Brainstorm. Did we forget about the Delver? Did we forget about Surveil? Not sure what's happening.
This transforms, right? Yeah. Just making sure.
Get a little more.
Yeah, did David know Brainstorm was on top? I kind of lost track of what's going on right now. There's a Brainstorm happening, I know that, but where in the turn are we? Was Brainstorm revealed? Well, I don't know. Okay. So Brainstorm was apparently revealed for Insectile Liberation. Okay. There's an Endurance on defense, though. All right, scooping it up. Bobby takes game 1. Maverick doing Maverick things in that game. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I think in that game we saw why people feel like Maverick is a good deck against Delver. All right, David will be on the play here for game 2. Once upon a time. Happening before David does anything, I guess. Aggressive. All right, resolving this once upon a time. There's endurance. And now we're off. No turn 1 play for David. We now know Bobby has an endurance, which is, of course, pretty good in this matchup. Windswept Heath gets cracked. I played against David at this event, also playing Maverick, a different version than Bobby, but also playing Maverick. And I lost. And what went right for David was getting Dragon's Rage Channelers and Delvers flipped early in the game and clocking me for 3 power with flyers and being able to counter my stuff like endurance or I don't even remember exactly what happened, but you get the idea. Countering my key plays that affected the rate that the 3 power flyers can deliver damage, and got there using lightning bolts as well. You just saw a lightning bolt fired off on a Birds of Paradise. That slows down the ramp. Blue Delta gets cracked. But we saw, whatever resources go into Delver trying to get Delirium, trying to get Murktides on the board, and then Maverick is just able to swords those creatures or Endurance, get rid of your graveyard and block. It can be tough for Delver to keep up sometimes. Here's Preordain. Don't see that card much in Legacy these days. Yeah, Bolt the Bird. They were both on top, left by Preordain. Bobby is aware of that. Noble Hierarch pass.
I mean, it's still on the battlefield. I think it just doesn't have a...
Kerp Senate says Preordain. Why? Yeah, I'm not sure. Just another cantrip needed, I guess. There's a... This is going to blow your mind. Expressive Iteration is legal in Modern. And so is Preordain. You get the idea. Whatever. Do I even need to say any more?
Five.
5 cards in Bobby's hand. It's a lot. One of them is Endurance.
No, it still stays on the battlefield, I think, right?
Back in the day when I played Delver all the time. These kind of games, you would also win. This is not the case right now, but these kind of games against Zenith decks, you would get either Young Pyromancer up and running, get a whole bunch of tokens, win the game using that.
7/7.
Oh, okay, so it just sits there.
7/7 Murktide just dropped. Or you would play True Name Nemesis. Remember that card? True Name Nemesis was hard for them to beat. Bobby's going to surveil. Does anybody watching right now miss True Name Nemesis and Young Pyromancer?
I'm just gonna
Sometimes I do.
see how this goes, even though
I really liked Young Pyromancer. I was a big fan of that card.
I take 3 from the triggers,
So much fun.
3 from that.
3 from combat.
Yeah, AP and Light Confidant both miss Young Peasy.
Yeah. Go to game 2?
Yeah.
Those are fun times.
First one during my attack step. Okay. Sideboard.
Pre-pandemic, I played Delver quite a bit. I played a lot of Delver.
There's a bunch of people here playing tonight, so you might see it again.
I think most of the local players, when they sat across from me, assumed I was on Delver.
That's funny.
It's kind of weird to think about that now. I haven't played Delver
I think it's a good strategy.
in like 5 years.
Spaghetti monsters or vampires are cool. Like,
Days on a choke. Choke is a big problem, so having the days was
Did you pick up
important
any
there.
recently, or-
7/7 Murktide will get an attack this turn, most likely. Here's a
it
Ponder.
maybe for the past couple of years.
Young Pyromancer, Gush, Dig Through Time, Treasure Cruise, or 4 ofs in Levintage at the time.
I actually was supposed to bring my
Yeah, Cabal Therapy was out there in some of the Grixis decks. Kurt Sennett wants to play with Dark Confidant again. Yeah, Dark Confidant. Is Dark Confidant played in Modern or Pioneer? Does anybody know? I'm not sure.
my specialized deck.
All right, some people are calling for bans of Murktide.
Oh, got it. Nice.
Yeah, equipping, as Distinction points out, equipping True Nemesis with Jitte was really powerful. It's not played anywhere, says Light Confidant. It's not Pioneer legal? Oh, I thought it was. What am I thinking of? I don't know. 7/7 Murktide will need to be dealt with. Bobby's at 11. Getting scary. Here's Questing Beast. Using it Seek the Beast. Or Questing Druid, sorry. Using Seek the Beast. Endurance in response. Alright, Murktide's going to grow. Seek the Beast reveals Mishra's Bauble and Scalding Tarn.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. All right.
Maybe Bobby missed the possibility of growing Murktide with Endurance. Well, that could be a problem. Questing Druid comes in. Play Scalding Tarn. Guess attacking with the 9/9 Murktide now.
10 damage, right?
Endurance almost has to block, right?
Oh, wait. I'll jump roll.
Yep, Endurance will chump. AP says Questing Druid is a 3-for-1, by the way. It's crazy, AP. They're designing these cards. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. Here's Dragon's Rage Channeler. That'll trigger the Questing Druid. Still has a Mishra's Bauble available. Ponder, Surveil. Chartwin just gifted 5 subs. Thank you, Chartwin. Appreciate that. We're 3 subs away from our goal, which is fun. There's still a Mishra's Bauble sitting there as this Ponder is resolving. Questing Druid getting some counters this turn.
You know this guy.
Nice. He was really good. I remember in Standard he was in it. He was
All right, left it on top.
red, white.
Mishra's Bauble looks at the top of Bobby's library. And pass the turn, draw off the Bauble. What can Bobby do here?
Thespian stage. Cast Green Sun Zero.
There's a lot of threats on David's side, obviously. But the Murktide is the biggest one. There's a chance this is Bobby's last turn of the match. Last turn of the game. So it has to do something.
Sylvan Safekeeper. Last one is sacrifice a land, give it
Endurance. Okay.
hexproof target.
All right. Murktide will grow again. Light Confidant just gifted 10 subs. Our sub goal was reached. Thank you, Light Confidant. Really do appreciate that. Light Confidant continues to add to their monthly gift leader lead and number 4 on our all-time leaderboard, now with a purple gifter badge. Thank you, Light Confidant. Really appreciate the love. Thank you, thank you. 201 now on the channel. That's amazing.
Eye on your lands.
Chain lightning fired off. Big attack coming in.
2 cards.
Endurance may just have to chump Murktide again. But still, all right. Bobby's going to fetch. But still, what am I trying to say? Okay. Dryad Arbor is found by the Windswept Heath. He's going to get bolted, though. Surveil and trigger the Questing Druid. Pew Pew, thank you for 5 gift subs. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Pew Pew. 15 now on the channel. Pew Pew hoping to reach a certain number of subs. Thank you, Pew Pew.
3-1 coming at you.
All right, Bobby's dropping to 1. Bobby's in big trouble. Bobby needs Wrath of God. All right, we're going to game 3. Going to game 3. Like Confidant says, I'm trying to replace Roland at this point. Roland is number 3 on our leaderboard. Very interesting. There's a race happening. Metamorphose into Wrath of God, yeah.
Might need to dip out just
All right, looks like Bobby has taken a mulligan,
I gotta go.
and David has kept 7.
Get my new phone.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, regardless, keep using them.
Yeah. I definitely want to see more of that.
Wooded Foothills gets cracked. Like Confidant asking how Roland's doing. Roland's doing great. I see Roland around.
Thankfully, 18
Noble Hierarch past the turn.
2 minutes away.
Yeah. Dang. Who's it up on that?
Mishra's Bauble. Take a look at the top card of my own deck. Sometimes you could change the top of the deck with a fetch after doing that. And that's what will happen. Mr. Rainforest gets correct. So there will be a delayed draw from the Mishra's Bauble on Bobby's upkeep. Legacy Hype says, in my LGS, Pioneer is now dead and they all play Modern now. Very interesting. Very interesting. Wow. Here's Pure Day. That's the turn.
Sure. I'll draw.
Draw and upkeep. Bobby was able to keep the Noble Hierarch around, so we'll see if any exciting 3-mana plays happen here. Windswept Heath, okay.
So mana starved. I was just like, no, give me some mana, please.
Yeah, no, because that Excellence Binding could do something,
Play a mother.
Mother of Runes. That gets a thumbs up.
Play a Hex Drinker.
Hex Drinker, let's go. All right, I got excited now. I want to see Hex Drinker win this game.
Would you be okay? Vintage All-Star Hex Drinker.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. Yeah.
Hex Drinker.
What's the chances of me getting soloed by this card? Okay, so it's 3 to go to 4, 4, and then it's 8 to go to 6, 6. That's too
I hope they don't bring back the level up mechanic, right, everybody? That mechanic was a mistake. Oh, come on. It gets forced? Oh. Should we just end the stream?
Yeah, totally. We'll all be here.
What a bummer. I got so excited.
Sounds good.
Oh, thanks a lot. Twitch chat is upset. Here's Dragon's Rage Chandler. Ponder, Surveil. Pew Pew gave 5 subs, and I'm now being rooting against. You know what? You gifted the 5 subs, and then you ruined it by countering Hex Drinker. Yeah, Light Confidence says delete the VOD. High Train Conductor Harry doesn't know what to make of the situation. Just saying yes, always yes. People are calling for David to be banned. Yeah, Light Confidant wants us to delete the channel.
You have 3 cards.
Yeah. How many gifted subs would it take for me to just delete the channel? Like literally delete the channel. How many gifted subs would I ask for that? It's got to be in the like tens of thousands, right? In the millions. I don't know if it's worth that much. Let's not get too crazy. I can be convinced to delete the channel. It's kind of sad, but I'm open to it.
I'll draw.
All right, a Night Confidant was interestingly surveilled into the graveyard. Bobby drops the Wooded Foothills. Bobby is able to use the Mother Runes now. Endurance. All right, Endurance is pretty good. Ah, Force Pitching Brainstorm. All right. This is what I was talking about earlier in this match, though. Get the flyer up and running ASAP. Counter Endurance. Counter Hex Drinker also. Why not? And start swinging before you run out of time. If the Maverick deck stabilized, Delver player is in big trouble. There's Murktide. This is what I was saying. David's playing this well. Yeah, Light Confidant pointing out that David said absolutely not to Hex Drinker. I mean, Hex Drinker is, you do have to respect its power. It may not be as relevant in Legacy these days. Was it ever really super relevant? I don't know. But it can be very powerful. All right, Murktide is a 6/6. Bobby is going to run out of time quickly if this Murktide lives. Wasteland pass.
1 card.
Okay. Not really much point in wasting Lush Portico. Swords on the Murktide. All right. All right.
You're at 22.
Uh-oh. All right. Life totals are correct. Yeah, Chaos Defiler can kill Hex Drinker. There are some strange interactions in Legacy that maybe people that are newer to the format don't realize sometimes. Hex Drinker gets around a bunch of stuff, like hexproof and protection and whatever. Yeah, the DCI are on the way.
14.
Wooded Foothills gets cracked here. Dragon's Rage Channeler remains. Bobby has to respect it. Yeah, the choose mechanic was a mistake. Pew Pew pointing out. They're designing this game. They don't know what they're doing, you know? All right, Swords of Plowshares takes out Dragon's Rage Channeler as well. Things not looking too bad for Bobby now. Attack with Noble Hierarch. Bobby has stabilized. This is not what you want if you're the Delver player. The cards coming off the top of Bobby's deck will be much more problematic than whatever David can draw, I think. All right, Brazen Borrower gets flashed in, though. That's not the worst. Pyroblasted, though. Yeah, should have left the Hex Drinker alone. Is there a Price of Progress in hand? I don't know. I didn't see that. It's possible, though. Bobby does have to be careful with the land drops. Attack with the Noble Hierarch. That's going to be a slow clock, but a clock. Wasteland, hit a Volk. Seek the Beast. Okay. Finds a brainstorm. Finds a flooded strand. Volcanic is blown up. No way to cast Questing Druid yet. But the flooded strand could help. There's a drop. And there's the Questing Druid, fresh off an adventure.
Land, right? The flood
Brainstorm will likely grow it.
Yeah, play the first strand from the exile.
Adam says it's 2025. Anyone still targeting things is living in the past. Instead of drawing cards, now we look at cards. And yeah, the whole thing. Side owner wondering if I'm ready to start my engine. Side owner, we were talking about this earlier. Legacy is going to be all about vehicles and who can get their max speed the fastest. That's it. Legacy has changed forever. That's it. It's over. It's over. And you can't interact with your opponent's speed. Big mistake. You're screwing this game up, Side Nord. I'm so pissed. I'm so angry. Oh, boy. Just kidding. I'm fine. Volcanic Island gets wasted. 2/2 Questing Druid. All right. Blue to Delta could potentially find another red. So we're not cut off for red. Holding a few cards. Another Mother Runes. Resolves. Pass the turn. Blue to Delta cracked. Are we going to surveil? Nope. Volcanic. I guess the surveil lands aren't the most exciting in Delver.
Deck thinning.
Yeah, I think I saw a Price of Progress in David's hand. Yeah, not playing a surveil land. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. You don't want surveil lands in this deck, in my opinion. Birds of Paradise, not the best. Bobby with mana. Ooh, have to be careful with these land drops, Bobby. Attack it for 1 with the birds. Exalted gives it a power. Mishra's Bauble. Oh, I thought Bobby was scooping up for a second there. I don't think it's time to scoop yet. Taiga, okay. Oh, man, I'm getting nervous for Bobby. That's a lot of lands in play. Uh-oh. Delver, trigger. Bobby's only at 14. Doesn't have a wasteland to blow up lands. This is going to be tight. Specchio, thank you for the sub with Prime. 23 months. We'll see if Specchio sticks with us for one more. All right, playing a wasteland, using it to target Volcanic. That resolves. Delver trigger. It looks like it's not flipping. I can think about shuffling. Oh, it did flip. All right, revealed a Force of Will. Okay. Yeah, I think there would be 4 Volcanic Islands in the deck, so there's probably 1 left. Yeah, Pew Pew confirms that. Pew Pew is David in the chat. So blocking, giving Birds of Paradise protection from blue, taking 3 from Questing Druid. Oh, man, I'm getting so nervous for Bobby here with that Price of Progress. We're cutting it really close. Bobby, whatever you do, do not play another land. Don't do it. If Bobby plays Sylvan Safekeeper, we're in good shape.
6 cards, right?
I mean, you told me now, force me to use a counter, we'll see what happens.
6 cards in David's hand? That's scary. All right, Bobby just passes the turn. Oh, boy.
Upkeep, yeah, I guess we
Don't do it, Bobby. All right, same attacks coming in. I'm getting nervous. Just birds blocking?
You mind if I see what's exiled?
Of course.
All right. Trying to think what could go wrong here is Bobby with the questing druid coming in unblocked. It's probably better to safer to block with Noble Hierarch. Yeah, yeah. All right.
4 damage.
Pro green,
Response.
pro blue. Uh-oh. So both Mother Runes have been activated. Scalding Tarn gets cracked. There's the Volcanic Island. This is the last Volcanic Island. Bolting a Mother Rune. Unholy Heating, I should say. A Brother of Runes. Grows the Questing Druid. Both of Bobby's creatures will survive combat, but now there's one less Mother Runes. A Waste on a Volcanic Island could actually be really good for Bobby here.
Did you shuffle?
What did I shuffle?
Did you? Oh, wait, no,
Oh,
you
I
fetched.
fetched, yeah.
There was a Scalding Tarn. Oh, okay. So they're wondering if there needs to be a cut.
You
All
know,
right.
I was like, what did I shuffle?
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's very crucial, so wasn't thinking.
2 cards in Bobby's hand. Bobby might be thinking about Price of Progress. I'm not sure. Tapping 3.
Main face endurance.
Endurance. Okay.
One card in?
It's not the worst. Can now profitably block Insectile Aberration. I just heard time called. Force pitching Daze. Okay. Endurance is countered.
How many cards?
This is what I was saying when we started the match. We were in the middle of one of the games. Like, countering stuff like Endurance. You need to do that or you lose to Maverick. David has pulled it off so far. Mala.
For 0.
Yeah.
That could trade with Delver potentially. All right, it does. Delver will be exiled. I think the Force and the Daze should have been in opposite spots, but not sure how much this is going to matter. Delver should also be exiled. So a 5/5 questing druid. It doesn't really have a way to attack through the defenses right now.
I think that would be criticism like it's too good. It's really good. It's like, hey, would you one of
Yeah, this is a long game. This is turn 1 of extra turns.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's awesome how you have like a battle box, because like every time in between rounds you're just like jamming.
I tried to build these like this. It was like a rock paper.
Murktide. That'll grow the questing druid.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
So the Daze Force of Will swap didn't really end up mattering. 7/7 Murktide.
it's better on like the black deck is actually my most innovative one because of initiative.
Yeah, Moloch exiles the creature it kills. All right, turn 2 of extra turns now. Passing it back to Bobby. It's unlikely Bobby will win this game. It's possible we'll end in a draw, and it's possible David will win. Choke is not bad. Choke is not bad.
Yeah, but like, who cares? Like, there's so much to like soul ring cast to like.
Questing Druid is just a green creature. It's just red. It's not red. Seek the Beast is red, though. Attacking with the Murktide, attacking with the Questing Druid. Now Bobby's in trouble.
Like one swamp, like off color box, soul ring, just like.
How many cards?
4
Noble Hierarch's just going to chump. Murktide's going to get through. Oh, boy. Yeah, this might be over then. There's price of progress. That is the match. David gets it. Price of progress, everybody. Watch out for it.
Pocket, I think we each drew like
GG's.
5 lands in a row.
Exactly.
GG's. Ooh, what's happening in the spoiler channel? Let's see. Oh, this is actually interesting. Okay. That's an interesting one. All right, let's set up a poll. We have a what do I even call this deck? Should have thought about this before I started the stream, but we have a Saga Emery deck. It's a bit of a brew. If you've been hanging out in our Discord, you may be aware of what's going on. Saga Emery versus Temur Delver. It's Nadu Painter. You know what? I'm just going to call it Emery Saga versus Temur Delver, or Esper Tokens versus Blue-Black Tempo, or Red Stompy versus Green-White Depths, or Reanimator versus Maverick, or Temur Delver versus Green-White Dark Depths. 1 minute. Get your vote in. Get your vote in. If you're not in our Discord, join the Discord. We've been analyzing all of the Aether Drift spoilers and doing a bunch of other stuff too. This card just looks really cool. I like this one. I'm feeling this one. Okay, people are brewing. Let's see what else is going on. We have a trend in our Discord of people just dropping drinks onto Magic cards. So that's going on. There's some crazy stuff happening in here. I mean, what are these people doing? Esper Tokens versus Blue-Black Tempo. Aviator contributed 1,400 channel points. Let's do it. If that's not a reason to join the Discord, I don't know what is. All right, getting set up. And diving in.
Love that.
So can you do the deck box then?
Huh? Oh. It's a companion. I get whatever. Evens. Let's go. Sitting alright. Alrighty. Best of luck.
All right, I believe Omar is just on Demir Tempo. If that's wrong, we'll fix it. Esper Tokens for Audrey. We've seen this token deck on stream a bit recently, and it's a cool one. Flooded Strand pass for Omar. Light Confidant says Omar is always fun to watch. I agree.
God, please. I'm serious, man.
Bro, I would have like thrown it like this.
It's like,
Yeah, we had a wild match on a recent live stream between Storm and Ninjas, and if you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. It's up on our YouTube channel. I think it dropped today. Well, if you're watching this later, it dropped forever ago.
Is there a box of dice left over here? I'm not seeing this.
No, it doesn't matter.
Well, not anymore.
Actually, I think I prefer it like that.
I'll give it a
I'm gonna get another UC and cast a nether diff.
All right, and then a Nethergoyf. Yeah, there was some issues with figuring out some math in the Ninjas versus Storm match, but it made for a really funny moment. Just kind of both players were blanking on on the answer to a pretty easy math question. All right, so Nethergoyf is on the board. 2 power currently. It only counts Omar's graveyard.
Oh, that is rude. But
All right, Swords of Plowshares will exile the Nethergoyf. It's gone. All right, a ponder for Omar. Audrey shows up in the chat apologizing. Very busy today. You know what, Audrey? You do you. You do what you have to do.
Check like that and draw. I'm gonna waste your scrub. And I.
Okay, Wasteland on the Scrub lands. Now Spell Bomb. Omar's making plays. Blue to Delta gets cracked for Audrey. Yeah, the first one is another Goyf. The second one is another Goyf. That, you know what? That's a good one.
I'll make another contract token. Nope, actually, have a second contract token. So
Whoa.
use that.
That's a major violation there by Omar. Omar cheating.
I'm a filthy cheater.
There you go. It's like Omar heard me say that. Oh, that was perfect timing.
Draw. Let's play Tammy.
All right, there's the inquisitive student, Tamio. Pass the turn.
And step. Yep.
By the way, all the Planeswalkers got completed, right? There was a war against the machines and the Phyrexians, whatever. What happened with that? Why are they all okay now? I don't know. I know this particular Tamio is from back in time, prior to everything in the March of the Machine storyline. But what the heck happened?
God, I wish.
Trigger chapter.
Undercity Sewer Surveil. They got better. Oh, man.
Attack, trigger.
It's like one of these sick American commercials that are like, I was completed by the Phyrexians, but then I asked my doctor about some strange medication. There's a clue. Now Spellbomb gets sacrificed. Omar's going to try and draw a card. Uh-oh.
That's a basic swamp and Bowmaster.
Yeah, I know, Audrey. Only Americans understand that joke. This blows some Americans' mind, but those commercials only exist in America. It's sick.
They can kill the damage.
This is a strange society we live in. All right, Bowmaster will try and inflict some damage if Omar tries to draw this card.
Damage here. Before I decide if I'm paying. Bowmaster.
Bowmaster, you're Bowmaster. Here we go. Legacy 2025.
Cut this?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Force pitching force on a Bowmaster. Oh boy, quite a fight here over Nile Spellbomb sack. Nile Spellbomb sack activation is still on the stack. Days on the Force that gets paid for, and then another days on the Force. Bowmaster resolves now. Bowmaster, your Bowmaster, and then I guess Omar doesn't even have the the money to pay for the draw. Oh man. There's something really funny about that. Oh, is that supposed to be the Orc army? Oh my god.
I will pay the black to draw a card.
Graveyard is exiled.
Okay, so he did have black mana floating to draw the card, but that was funny.
You were on the play, right?
Yeah.
And I have 3 lands, so you should be able to.
Yeah.
I'll shoot the goblin for 1 and shoot you for the other.
Play a land.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a floated mana with the days. So okay, so Omar got to draw a card. For a moment there, I thought there was no drawn card possible in the end, and that was pretty funny.
Put back these 2. Flip the Tameo. Plus up to 4.
Adam at least see Adam. Adam appreciating the clue token, so at least Omar has a clue token. Omar takes the Tameo all the way out of the sleeves, puts it all the way back in. Oh boy.
The spell bomb.
You have the blue floating.
Blue floating?
Tap. Maybe?
No. I floated black.
Okay,
picked that up
maybe-
for
maybe I'm
yeah, and then I used that black for the spell bomb. Yeah.
All right, Omar clarifying there was a black mana floating. Tameo takes up to 4 loyalty. AP wondering when do we get checklist cards again? Yeah, when did we last get checklist cards? What was the last set that had checklist cards? Did Innistrad Remastered have checklist cards? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
I guess I'll block with the Orc army.
Does anybody care?
Yeah. Resolves target. Yep.
Bowmaster, your Bowmaster. Oh boy.
Yep. So
And the really bad Orc Army token dies in combat. Thankfully. There's a Retrofitter Foundry.
Spirit.
resolves. Oh boy, it's gonna be a uphill battle.
I'll move to combat.
Kaito actually makes
These are
this
4
map so
fours,
complicated
so
now.
with everything. So 4, 8, 12.
This certainly changed things.
Nah, we've definitely had checklist cards after whatever M set had Nicol Bolas, and it was like the only flip card in the set. That was a long time ago.
Yep. Up to 6.
Yep.
That was even like before Kaldheim, wasn't it? In Strixhaven. All right, so Murktide is in. It is a 7/7, and that's a pretty big problem.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Tameo's at 6 loyalty. 7/7 Murktide.
That's good.
Okay, a brainstorm for Audrey is resolving. No longer a Bowmaster on Omar's side. Yeah, now the quote unquote checklist cards are just like blank helper cards. I kind of was calling it checklist cards, but I'm referring to all the replacements for double face cards that can go in your deck in the sleeve.
This has to be right. What do you do out of
Maybe some people in the chat were thinking literally about the checklist cards. My bad.
I have 2 cards.
Like Confidant says, I've been playing this Retrofitter Esper list as my secondary deck. This deck is really cool. We have a couple of local players been playing this Esper list with Urza Saga and Retrofitter recently. And it's impressed me. They're Staff of the Storyteller.
Staff gaming. God, I hope that's good. Because I remember, like, the first time I played Staff of the Storyteller, it felt nice.
Felt nice.
And then I didn't have enough white mana, and then did not feel as nice.
The turn.
All right, Omar, Staff of the Storyteller friend. Passing the turn back to Omar. who still has that 7/7 Murktide. Audrey's warning everybody the deck is cool, but almost impossible to play on time. Yeah, it is really, really grindy, and you're not gonna like combo off and win the game, or drop a 7-power creature and win the game, or at least not most of the time. Of course, Saga can make constructs, but Tamio up to 8 loyalty, and now another inquisitive student. Pass the turn. Audrey's gonna make a Thopter. A servo, rather. That'll put a counter on Staff of the Storyteller. So everything at Tamio. Tamio will minus all their power, so there's really just a 1 power coming in.
So that's attacking for 0. That's attacking for 1. Those are attacking for 0.
Could see a ninja here.
Lock the Archon with the Murktide.
The ninjutsu mechanic. Bane of Nightmares Kaido. Gonna get rid of the spirit. Tamio will take 3. It's not minused by Tamio.
Jesus Christ. 4? 5. Yep.
Oh, was Saga supposed to be ticked up this turn? I lost track. I don't remember when that was played. Was that played this turn or last turn?
Thinking on it, Steph. Yep.
Looks like the Murktide has been stunned.
Sucks, but I think I do have to correct the clue.
Crack a clue, huh? Yeah, sure. Trigger from here. Trigger for the token.
Yep.
Fill on your end step. Okay. On my end step, sorry. Oh, this is a...
Okay, so a Bowmaster trigger happened there. That got a Staff of Storyteller trigger. Audrey drew a card, and Saga was corrected. It now has 2 chapter counters on it.
Play lands. I'm gonna swing Tamio at Kaido.
Yeah. What's...
Oh, sorry.
I'll make a flying copter.
So Tamio is attacking Kaido.
Yep.
Retrofitter Foundry is converting a servo into a Thopter. That'll put a counter on Staff for the Storyteller, a story counter.
Yeah, that's fine.
The clue gets created. Tamio is blocked just to prevent any Kaidos on Omar's side. Good play here by Audrey. Audrey familiar with the legacy card pool enough to know that a ninja could come in and kill Kaido. So tight plays here. Thopter preventing ninjutsu. We don't know that ninjutsu is in Omar's hand, but I see a Kaido now in Omar's hand. I just saw it for the first time.
Fetch.
So great play there by Audrey. These are like the little plays that make a difference. Just making that Thopter to chump, to block. Not really chumping if it doesn't die. Playing Kaido. Okay, so the Kaido is revealed now. Everybody knows what's up. It has 5 loyalty. Tamio takes up to 6. We have made the ninja emblem, which Omar has. Unfortunately, a little bit of glare. Sorry about that, everybody. So at the top of Omar's board is Tamio with 6 loyalty, Kaido with 5 loyalty, a Kaito emblem, which now is out of the glare, and then Tamio, 7/7 Murktide with 1 stun counter on it. And Omar also has a clue. Not sure if I pointed that out. On Audrey's side, there's a Staff of the Storyteller with 3 story counters on it, a Retrofitter Foundry, a Thopter, a 1/1 Orc Army. Kaido has 2 loyalty. Urza Saga just popped, made a construct. That puts a 4th story counter on Staff of the Storyteller. There's a lot going on this board, as you can see.
South Spear.
Adam with a question: If you stifle ninjutsu, does the card stay in their hand? It does. It does. Much like Miracle. Here's Shadow Spear. It's found where there's a saga.
Correctamundo. This is where I go untap Entomb Reanimate.
Omar threatening with Entomb Reanimate.
Real tears.
Looks like Omar's holding a Ponder and a Belful Strix, I believe. This game has been grindy as heck.
Soul Guide Lantern. Target. Goblin.
Yeah, I forgot that was.
Move combat.
Tamio is mad annoying right now.
Sure is. Sure is.
Wow, Audrey picking up on the New York City slang, saying Tamio is mad annoying. All right, so Kaido pluses makes a ninja emblem on Audrey's side now. So both players have a ninja emblem. Both players have the emblem token. We've gone through a lot of live streams where people were Kaidoing like crazy and did not have the frickin' emblem token. And round of applause for Audrey and Omar taking the game seriously.
He is now a creature.
Curse totem.
A little bit of a rearranging the board happening here, trying to make it neat. Audrey says I've been hanging around the young legacy players, so my slang has updated. Yeah. You're mad up to date, Audrey.
Ponder here.
Here's a Ponder.
Because it wasn't 6, it's a 4-5.
Oh, because of the emblem. You're right. Yes. Sorry.
Okay, so Tamio on Omar's side is at 3 loyalty. Ponder happening here. Days Force of Will Murktide, it looked like. Tamio drops to 2 loyalty. They're doing the Bowmaster trigger now. You know what? We do have some young legacy players in our scene. Early 20s. College students. You've seen some of them on stream? We have a bunch of them, actually. We have, like, a pretty good portion of our legacy scene here in New York City with players in their 20s.
Oh, yeah. That is the.
We've actually had it happen at, like, FNM where, you know, we're rallying some people like, hey, we're going to go to a bar after this. Anybody want to come? And then somebody will say, I'm not 21 yet, and I almost pass out.
Has one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually didn't have to flip it.
Oh, right.
Okay, so it's just creatures and play.
I think we probably need to hurry up because I don't do it.
Okay, so Omar accidentally wasting some time here. Ticking Omar's new Tamio Inquisitive Scholar up to 4. Nile Spellbomb gets played. Gonna attack Kaito with Kaito. What a flavor fail. We're gonna make a 4/4 and block.
Oh, you're double blocking. Sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, you know the 4/4. Kaito died.
Kaito's gonna die in combat. Ouch.
Jesus Christ. All right, go ahead.
All right, maybe Omar made an error there. We'll see. Mandraw, thank you for the sub with Prime. 16 months. Really appreciate it.
Minus on this.
Stunning Murktide again. Omar feeling like he's running out of gas here. Construct gets equipped with Shadow Spear. Big attack coming in. Tamio might be getting knocked out.
4, so 5, because this goes up here, and Kaito goes up here. This is an attack. This goes triggers, so this is 3, and this is 4 at the time, and this is 2.
Omar's just going to scoop it up. Omar's heard enough. Audrey takes game 1.
Jesus.
Yeah.
My 2 small guys. Fury still.
Audrey pointing out half of this deck strategy is confusing your opponents into concession. Yeah, you know what, Audrey? I've played decks that my opponents have no idea what's going on, and about 25% of my wins were just because they didn't know what my deck did. So there's that. Sign Owner says in my local there are about 14 players and only 3 of us are over 30. Very interesting. Yeah, there are some young Legacy players. Legacy gets a reputation that everybody's like 40 years old, but that's not really true. Thoughtseize. We'll take Lorien Revealed. Pretty good. Saga, Storyteller. Bowmaster. Not the best hand. Needed that Lorien Revealed, and Omar snatched it away. Good start to game 2 for Omar.
Damn it. Yeah, go ahead. Complex thoughts is in the names of our Lord. I think I'm starting to see one of the problems with this deck.
All right, weaknesses of the Esper deck revealed, says Omar. Kaido gets ninjutsu'd in here. 3 damage getting in. Audrey cannot make a construct. Gonna use the 0 ability on Kaido now.
Get the next, the hand of 2 basics and then
Mill that, draw that.
I'm only missing 1, but that'll be okay, right?
It won't be a lot of time.
Lotus Petal. It's even more embarrassing. I'll get the Thoughtseize. I mean, yeah.
That was a Kaido, so no clue.
The Thoughtseize my Lorien.
Oh, Tamio did attack. Yeah, you're totally right, Adam. Tamio did attack and he got ninjutsu'd, so it should have made a clue. But I guess that was missed. Good catch by Adam. All right, Flood Strand, so we got there, I guess.
Who's worried? I'm not. How are you big
Sign owner saying proxies help. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want to get into the proxy thing right now. But do whatever works. Do whatever works.
It takes so long to do this.
I'm like, please,
little bit.
All right, here's a brainstorm for Audrey.
Like mono black aggro.
Uh-oh. He's bored. Thank God I got a shuffle. Yeah, I was going to say, at least he got a shuffle to spend. Could be worse.
There's a brainstorm happening here. There's a Saga could shuffle. This players are pointing out. Next turn.
Play the line. Pass. Alright. Tap. Draw.
Omar's still ahead here in game 2, I think, with this Kaido on the board. Kaido will attack.
0, surveil, draw. Mill that, draw that. I will cast raise. Sure. 2, 3.
Just spotted another a Barrowglyph, another Kaido. Omar's hand. Slamming a Barrowglyph here could be pretty close to GG's, I think. It's going to be hard to beat. Nope, didn't have a land.
I'm doing okay.
All right, Saga's going to search. Signorina says, I want more people to play Magic the way they want to, and 5K decks are stupid. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
7. Just every card, actually.
Retrofitter Foundry on the board.
I agree. Oh, God, I'm so stupid.
Bowmaster in response to a Ponder. There's that ugly Orc army again. We got to get Omar an Orc army, folks. We got to get it.
Sure, okay, done. Draw. I'll play Flooded Strand.
Oh, can I use that dice?
And,
Well, it's still mana.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Hopefully allow stuff.
sure, take one.
All right, Staff with the Storyteller. Audrey rebuilding a bit. Still in trouble, but gonna put up a little bit of a fight. So there's a spirit.
-2. Target spirit.
Stun the spirit.
Swing with everybody.
Swing with everybody.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna switch to Kaidos.
In response to that, I'm going to brainstorm.
Then I'm gonna 0. Yep. No bulk draw.
This is
Go to cleanup. Yep. Good.
Clean up the says.
this back. That's good. Okay. Next step, I'll pitch.
Audrey have 5 life. Kaido, Bowmaster, 2/2 Orc Army on Omar's side. Omar with a handful of cards.
Okay, just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
All right, going to game 3.
Yeah. I kind of wastelanded you. You squint a little.
I mean, we're still a very sketchy game, but I don't think that I want to go too far.
But still, getting like Shadow Spear out or something like that.
Yeah, but like without the second guy, I think it's okay.
That's fair.
I also get like I'm drawing like the basics that I didn't want.
Yeah.
So that's also the basics.
I'll block this and take 4. And 1 from the pitch, so 13, right?
This is fine. I'll keep it.
All right, getting ready for game 3. Both players have kept 7. Want to take a moment to thank everybody and thank, well, I guess a congratulations to 90s MTG as a community, I guess. 10,000 YouTube subscribers just hit this week. Not many MTG channels make it to 5-digit YouTube subscribers. You have these massive YouTube channels that do Magic the Gathering stuff. There are so few of those. And then there's like a huge drop off, and there are not many 5-digit channels. So 90s MTG joins another tier of 90s MTG YouTube. Thank you, everybody that stuck with us. If you're new around here, welcome. And thank you for checking out the channel, I guess. But, yeah. Feeling pretty good about that. It's a pretty nice accolade, I guess.
I'm going to play Staff of the Storyteller.
And if you haven't already, if you're new around here, join our Discord server. We have links all over the place for our Discord server. It's where our community hangs out. We got deck lists in there, some community building in there, all kinds of collecting and marketplace and stuff like that happening. Just want to point out what's happening with the Thoughtseize. So Prismatic Ending, Force of Will, Urza Saga, Plains, Flooded Strand, a Bowmaster got flashed in. And the choice will be between Prismatic Ending and Force of Will.
Take the pending.
It's a Scott.
Prismatic Ending is gone. Force of Will remains. Audrey has a Bowmaster, though.
Pass the turn. I had to draw out the Bowmaster because
Trigger.
Okay, Urza Saga. Attack for 2.
Draw.
think.
All right, Omar found a land. Omar found a land.
I had to just swallow a fucking double
You got it.
Underground Seed, Spellmasters. Hell yeah. Never punished.
All right, Omar gets that Bowmaster on the board, kills the Bowmaster, and makes an Orc army.
First game, my hand was utter trash. I had Pyroblast and the Painter, but then I drew Simian Sphere guy and Lotus Petal. I was like, no, what am I ramping into? Second game, those Furies were just.
Those Furies were nasty. I think I played around the Blood this game.
I cut the Maguses on the
Brainstorm for Omar will resolve. Saw another Glyph, saw a Kaido, saw a Wasteland. Wasteland could be effective against Urza Saga. Audrey's getting the construct tokens ready. Wasteland.
When I play my own Prince of Sagas.
Yeah.
Very awkward, but that's like very
So it makes one construct. Where's the Sagas destroyed?
nice playing. Just realized the fuck did I bring this?
Kept out of so I'll ponder.
Adam Olaf?
Yeah, I know Adam.
Okay.
Okay, now a ponder for Olmar. Ponder shuffle. Audrey's face-up cards in hand. There's a Force of Will and a Plains. 2 unknown cards sitting right next to me right here.
No.
Looking all sweaty over here.
We're Kaido gaming out here.
Oh, you played your Bowmasters first?
You talked to this thing.
Oh.
Yeah, so I had to. Or he had to. Much worse thoughts than game 2 where I kept
Sounds like Bristly Bill is stopping by the table and seeing what's going on. We're getting a little bit late in this round. You see people starting to accumulate at the top, spectating this match, along with all of you, I guess. Blaines gets played.
Untap, draw. Nethergorth? Tamio?
Okay, Netherglyph, Tamio. No more glare. People standing around are keeping glare off the table. We need to have people spectating, you know? The glare is fixed.
Go ahead.
We're just staring at each other.
Menacingly.
Nothing to see here.
Gotta be creeping up on time. Brainstorm for Omar now. Force of Will still face up on the table on Audrey's side. Has enough mana to hard cast it, potentially. Not sure on Netherglyph's power toughness, but probably at least 3, maybe 4.
Game 2, 18.
Sorry.
I know you've been into vintage.
Sorry. Bowmasters.
Okay, Bowmaster crushes the 1/1 construct. Attacking with the Orc Army, Tamio, and the Netherglyph.
Instant sorcery, land. Yes.
Have a clue.
Sorry?
Have a clue.
Of a what?
Clue token.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Clue.
Okay, there's a clue. Audrey helping out.
Yeah, so 3 times. So he's a 3.
Okay, Netherglyph confirmed to have 3 power. Okay, the Wandering Emperor flashed in.
Sander.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's gonna have to be good.
I will plus and give it a +1/+1 in first strike.
Sure will. How big is that bitch? 3, 4? Okay,
I'm gonna block the
Counter too.
Yeah. 23?
first strike damage first, and
Yep.
then
Yeah.
All right, so Orc Army kills an Orc Army, and then Audrey takes some damage here, I guess.
Okay. My turn?
Yeah. No, wait.
Oh, sorry.
This is that.
Oh,
It's the
right.
second main.
Oh my god, sorry.
He has time warp.
No, because he played the Wandering Emperor, so I got confused.
I mean, I would have got confused too.
Pass.
Why does a Planeswalker have flash? What the fuck? You're already bad enough at T1 with ninjutsu. Why does it have flash?
Why'd they give the Wandering Emperor flash? Who makes these cards? Now they're giving Planeswalkers flash? Oh boy.
I will exile. Probably the timing of.
Okay, Tamio gets hit by the Wandering Emperor. Wandering Emperor down to 2 loyalty now.
Just time good. Maybe I should have got
I even had the days when endurance would attack.
Presidents, 2. 3.
3 cards in Audrey's hand. One of them is the Force of Will that we knew about for quite a while. Wandering Emperor can be so powerful. Petty Theft on the Orc Army. It's going to get forced. Potentially.
Force is fine.
All right, it's countered. Brazen Borrow goes to the trash. Fatal Push. Okay. Maybe better to do in the other order. I don't know. All right, the Wandering Emperor is going to get attacked and knocked off the table. So Audrey down to no non-land permanents now. Looking okay for Omar. Ponder.
2 triggers. Go over your face.
Okay, we're going to make a 2/2 Orc Army using that awful token, and it's supposed to be untapped, but whatever.
Okay, well. Hopefully this is good enough. Civilian Reclamation, target my Bowmaster.
Okay, Savine's Reclamation targeting Bowmaster. Okay. This is a card that you'll see in Legacy from time to time. Brought back Bowmaster, killed a Bowmaster. Has a flashback ability.
Second Fury hit, that got me. Game 3, they just Forge Saga did 1, 2, 3.
Is Nethergoy supposed to be at 4 power now? Yeah.
It's really close though. Yeah.
Savine's Reclamation is a commander staple, says Cross. Okay. That makes sense.
Do you care about a Kaito is the great question here.
Okay. Second main.
All right, so playing around a possible Kaido. Barrowglyph now for Omar.
Right. That's confusing.
This game is stupid.
Trigger.
Yep.
Whip this, whip that.
This target will be Bowmasters.
Hell yeah, brother.
Copy target goes to Saga.
Yep. I'm assuming that.
Okay, so a Bowmaster and Inner Saga come back with the flashback of Savine's Reclamation. And Audrey will make an Orc Army. Brainstorm now.
Can I draw?
Yeah, you're good.
1, 2, 3. Pretty good card.
Barrowglyph is a problem.
Show you the hands. Get. Is anything that I can get?
Soul Guy and Lantern, maybe going to try and reduce the size of Nethergoyf. I don't think that's possible. Just going to get rid of a Bowmaster. Pass the turn back to Omar.
Draw.
About 4 minutes.
And shoot the sheriff. Saga or Wasteland Saga.
Okay, so a Shoot the Sheriff blew up the Bowmaster. Big attack here by Omar. Soul Guy Lantern could potentially change the power of Nethergoyf.
5.
And Planeswalker.
6. So he's a 6/7.
Barrowglyph has 6 power.
Wait, what about 2 from here? So it's 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not me.
All right, Audrey takes 8. Barrowglyph trigger.
Mill 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll take a Paraguay.
All right, a Barrowglyph goes to hand. Omar's going to pass the Sorn. Soul Guy Lantern cracks. Nethergoyf dies.
Destroy all creatures with
Creatures without guard tools. So, priority make a tokens. I'll make a front.
Yep. I will pass. End step.
All right, the Battle of Bywater kills the Barrowglyph. Audrey makes a construct. And the other token is a food. But we're running low on time here.
Strix. Sure. Trigger draw card. No.
Okay, Belfast Strix, draw a card. Nethergoyf, pass.
Creature, land, instance, 3/4.
Okay, Nethergoyf is currently a 3/4. Ursa Saga's gonna make another construct. Audrey will search. Okay, Retrofitter Foundry.
That was great. That was great. If one hits the battlefield, it beats blue-black.
Okay, Tamio, Inquisitor Student. Just passing the turn. There's a Belfast Strix on defense.
2 minutes.
Yep. Cameo? Sure. Sure. That's gonna flip the Cameo.
Looks like Omar found a go for the throat. Tamio's about to flip. Omar holding Bargoyf, Kaido. Okay, putting those on top. Shuffling them away. Tamio is currently a Planeswalker. They're just saving a moment here by keeping it sleeved face up. Tamio will plus. Tamio on Audrey's side is killed by Go for the Throat.
Go ahead.
Okay, Audrey makes a servo with Retrofitter Foundry.
Oh my god, yeah.
All right, Lorian reveal, draw 3.
Yep.
Okay, Prismatic Ending kills Tamio. Exiles Tamio. This has been a battle. Two or three turns into this game, it looked like, well, I don't think we could have predicted that we'd end up in the spot we are in right now, let's say. Petty Theft on a construct, Fatal Push on a construct. The constructs are gone. Brazen Borrower, top center of your screen now on an adventure. 3-power Nethergoyf, a 1/1 servo. Omar's going to try to attack here. Block, make a Thopter.
Yep, go ahead. Turn 1. Yep.
Audrey drops to 4, and it is turn 1 of extra turns. Yeah, the Battle of Bywater is pretty big. Bowmaster will take out the Strix. This has just been grindy as heck.
I think I haven't played a land, did I?
I don't think so.
Tap you for 1.
Sure.
So Retrofitter can convert the Thopter into a 4/4 construct. This is turn 2 of extra turns now.
Oh, Strix makes 4/5, sorry. Yep. Oh, and artifact. 5/4. Or 5/6.
And my axe.
Omar thinking about maybe escaping a Nethergoyf, but that'll shrink the Nethergoyfs. There's a clue on the table, but there's a Bowmaster. The token next to Retrofitter Foundry is a food, don't forget. That's a food. Worth pointing out.
Attacker 7.
There's a 4/4 construct.
So this is
Okay, blocks happen. 2/2 Orc Army on Omar's side dies in combat. Netherglyph gets chumped. Another Netherglyph gets played from hand and pass the turn.
Servo?
turn 3.
End step making a servo. This is now turn 3 of extra turns. Audrey's turn is turn 3. Alec in the ink, thank you for the resub, 19 months. Appreciate that. The Netherglyph, there it is. There's the Netherglyph.
I don't think I'm ready, right?
All right, Audrey's saying it doesn't look like I can win this game. This is turn 3. Omar's at 17 life. Okay, swords on the Netherglyph.
6. Take 6.
Attack for 6. Omar drops to 16.
End step.
Flashing and Brazen Borrower on unstep. Was sitting there on an adventure for a while. This is about to be turn 4.
Not a banger.
Bolt you.
Kind of hoping for a banger.
A removal spell could have won Omar this game, but Audrey can convert this servo into a Thopter and block, and then crack a food.
And then you can make another, yeah, but I guess I have to make you do it.
So I'll pay 2 to make a servo. Tap 3 on tap. Pay 1, make a...
Or make a Thopter. Okay, so making a servo and making a Thopter, trading with Brazen Borrower, chumping Netherglyph. That's probably the better play than what I suggested, so that's fine. So it looks like this game is moving into turn 5. Omar will not be able to win, and it ends in a draw. A hard-fought battle, unfortunately, ends in a draw. GG's, well played. Great match. Great match. Well done. That was an interesting one, for sure. All of that for a draw is this chess. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, there was a lot going on in that match. There was a lot to keep track of there. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. Okay. Stick around, everybody. We're going to do a raid here. Stick around for that. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. That's how you will know when we will be live. Peace out.